Well, guess what? It's Sunday. You know what time it is? The pod is about to start right after this. Yeah. Turn it up. It is Sunday night, and we are talking about wrestling. Welcome to the We Book It podcast, where we keep the sharp and we keep the booking going 24/7. Guys, we love wrestling, and we're here to bring you the very, very best in wrestling topics, the most variety in wrestling topics, and again, the most hilarity and wrestling topics, especially when we have my guest today, the other co-host with me. First and foremost, back once again, we got Freaky Fritos.
How's it going? I'm sorry I missed last week. I had a fantasy draft, but don't worry. I'm going to win this league for the pod.
There you go. Boom. Love it. And then, of course, we got my man, Coachman, the mainstay of the show. Coachman, salute you, sir.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure to talk wrestling with you amongst other topics.
Look, we're not getting back into them other topics, so we're not going to do that today. We're not going to do that today, and y'all not going to share my secrets with the world. Anyways.
For personal use, personal use only.
Yeah, personal usage only.
Thank you. And then, of course, we got my brother, my main man, Killy Willie in the building. Killy Vanilli. Killian, what's going on, brother? Welcome back to the pod again. Killian, you basically... according to some people within the pod, you are basically a We Book It boy. So, like I said, welcome.
I just got to be more. If I'm here every Sunday, you can't deny it. Then can't deny the Kavorka of Killy Vanilli.
The undeniable Kavorka
of
Killy Vanilli. What's up, man? What's up? So, and of course, we have all of you here with us. And guys, this show would not make it without you. Thank you so much for those that have been tuning in, those that have been interacting on TikTok, those that have been interacting in on Facebook, those that have been interacting in on Instagram, those that have been interacting in on YouTube, those that have been interacting in on Spotify, those that have been interacting in on Podbean. This podcast, we're taking it places, guys, and it's all because of you. If you have not yet, please follow us on our socials. Once again, you can find it, We Book It Boys. We are on YouTube. We are on Podbean. We are on Spotify. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on X. We are everywhere. Pretty much the podcast can be heard. So make sure that you check us out, guys. Like I said, we love the pod, we love you, and we love bringing you this good entertainment. Yeah. All right, fellas, and going back to that, let's get down to it. Let's get right to it. We're talking AEW's All In, our instant reaction to All In 2024. Guys, the pay-per-view ended in London a few hours ago. What's your initial reaction, overall thought process behind coming out of AEW All In? For me, I would say it was a strong pay-per-view, a much stronger pay-per-view than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, y'all, I went into this not expecting much. I was not hyped about the pay-per-view. I was not excited about it, but they surprised me with some things. And even though I knew Ricochet was going to show up, it was still cool that he showed up when he did with Adam Hangman Page. And then again, obviously, like I said, I'm happy for him because he's probably making a boatload of money, probably double. I'm pretty sure Tony probably paid him double of what WWE was offering him in the contract. So him and Samantha got it made in the shade. They're gonna be good, like I said. And what are some of you guys' thoughts and feelings, Coachman? What are you thinking about coming out of AEW all in 2024?
I would say it got off to a little bit of a shaky start, but it finished strong. And that was what mattered to me was especially in Swerve match. I thought that was perfect, just perfect execution. So, but my one thing is, so I guess Swerve's a heel for sure now. We're not doing the babyface with heel tactics. He's for sure a heel. I'm assuming that's what we're going with now.
I mean, I would guess so. I mean, is he going to challenge Brian? I mean, did Brian officially retire, or will he get a
No,
chance to
because he
get his
won the
get
title.
back? Is the question. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
So
he
I
won
mean,
the
so he
title,
put
he
the title
doesn't
on
have to
Brian.
retire.
So yeah, so he's not going to retire. He's not going to hang up his boots yet. So yeah, I mean, I assume now we get to see the bad play out in Swerve, but also Swerve will basically lose again if he does get a rematch. But to me, if we're talking the main event and we're talking about what happened, MJF lost his title so that he could go win that world title back. He will be the one to dethrone Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, I always do that. Brian Danielson and take the AEW World title from him. I think they're going to put it back on MJF.
Yeah, but overall the pay-per-view, if I had to grade it out of 10, I'd say it was a 7 for sure. I thought it was very good, but also had some really weak spots where I was like, it was very sloppy at a lot of points. The last couple matches really saved it, in my opinion, or else it would have been a disaster of a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. Like I said, a lot of the earlier matches in the night, like the All In 0 hour show, the two matches they had on there weren't really that great. Like I said, and then I mean, starting off with the FTW Championship match, where it's Hook versus Chris Jericho. I felt like it needs to. Is it just me, or does it seem like they're trying to make it looked like Chris Jericho has invested in the future by working with somebody like Hook, but at the same time, it's like you would do better just being in the back and off my TV altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, Chris Jericho, like, he's still one of the greatest ever. He's amazing. It's just when you look at him, he's built like a cardboard box, and it's like, why is he on? Why is he on my TV? Just be like Jamie Noble and Kenny Dykstra and all those dudes that were in the Ruthless Aggression era. Just work in the back and just use your brain. Stop using your body. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. Same thing with like Undertaker and Goldberg in 2019. I guess you still can do it, but you almost killed your guys' self doing it. So I don't know if we should do it anymore.
You better watch out, cause Taker's scouting one last match. He let it be known on his 6 Feet Under podcast with Mark Calloway, which who he is, but he let it be known on there that he definitely is looking for one last match. His mind, his body, his heart keeps telling him he got one more left in him. But isn't that every good wrestler? Like every wrestler that was on top, they always think they got one more good one in them.
I mean, yeah, I think that's everybody, but then you got people like Ric Flair that think every other month they got one more good one in them, and it's just not too good.
What are you talking about? He's got one more good one in him if he doesn't pass out.
One more good heartbeat, maybe. Yeah, like I don't know if he's got much left in him. It's pretty bad.
That's wild. So yeah, as far as the pay-per-view as a whole, a lot of 7 out of 10s, a lot of 8 out of 10s, which is actually better than what we thought. We saw the return of Jamie Hayter, like I said, and she came out to a big pop. Jeff Jarrett got one of the bigger pops of the night, like I said, and it was just really good. The AEW World Trios Championship match, London Ladder match, was probably one of the better matches of the night. It was crazy. It was unpredictable. Obviously, like I said, and it was a good match. And it ended with Castagnoli, Pac, and Wheeler winning the titles. Like I said, you had some really good spots in there. So that's definitely a match. If you did not go watch the pay-per-view, to go check that match out. That was definitely a good one. Had some bumps in there. But the match of the night, the match that everybody is saying is the best, was the AEW Women's World Championship match with Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May. Now, we've talked about this match a bunch on this show because we knew that this match was probably going to be one of the more exciting matches that we would have during the pay-per-view, and it did not disappoint. It lived up to every moment of its build, and May defeated Storm, and she is now your AEW Women's Champion, which congratulations to her. So yeah, no, it was just a great moment. And then, like I said, we have FTW Championship, Hook versus Chris Jericho. Taz and Hook need to pull a Mark Henry and his son and just go to WWE so Hook can actually, you know, gain some ring experience and be better. But Hook made his dad proud and won the FTW title and took it from Chris Jericho. So
I got a question about Hook. That's a kind of an opinion. Do you guys buy into Hook, or do you think his size matters? I don't, even though I care about like the look of the wrestler. But do you guys think Hook's believable enough to get over in WWE?
Are you trying to make him a world champion, or are you trying to have him wrestle?
I don't think he can be a world champion right now, but doesn't mean he still can't be productive over there. That's my point. Do you still think he can?
Correct. I mean,
over?
Yeah, no. With Triple H being in charge now, it's really almost to the point where, like, you know, it's all good. You know, with you being a smaller guy, I mean, like I said, it's almost better for you to be a smaller guy. You know, in Triple H land, you know, like I said, because he knows how to book those guys better, which is again one of the things we talked about on the pod. So Hook might actually thrive over there. I know that was one of Tank's big points and takeaways from what we were talking in the group chat during the pay-per-view, was that he thinks Hook would do really good.
I mean, you got to look at the guys they have right now. I mean, one of the bigger ones, Dragunov, he's smaller in size. So, I mean, if he can thrive, he's a future world heavyweight champion down the line. Hook can make it.
Yeah, but I think at least with Dragunov, like, just outside of the ring, just his vignettes, his character, it's awesome. Like, I don't have to see him wrestle to like his character. I would have to see Hook wrestle, or have to know he's Taz's son for me to invest, just from a fan perspective or a casual.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, Chris Jericho got Fozzy paid by making sure they performed at All In, you know, so that way they can make sure that they get their money as well. We had the three-way dance for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, FTR versus the Bucks of Youth versus the Acclaimed. And this match, the Young Bucks defeated FTR and the Acclaim to retain their World Tag Team Championships, to no surprise by anybody. Like I said, it just Anybody care about that moment or no? Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
So, and also, one thing they did do right, Christian won the Casino Gauntlet match for a shot at the AEW World Championship. So he will actually get another title opportunity. So, I mean, like I said, hey, maybe he's the one who picks his spot and turns around and beats Brian Danielson. I have to stop myself because I always want to just say Daniel Bryan, but Brian Danielson for the AEW World Title. So he will get that. He will get that guaranteed championship opportunity. Kudos to him. The match that everybody thought was going to be the match of the night was the AEW American Championship match with Will Ospreay and MJF. And I think we all kind of knew that this match was going to end with Ospreay taking back the championship, and then obviously bringing back his title, the
North Atlantic or
the international. Yep, okay. The international championship. Yep.
No more MAGA championship.
No, there is no more MAGA championship.
It was good while it lasted, boys.
I know that title was so fucking nice. Can we just take a minute and just relive what that awesome belt looked like? This is what the United States Championship should look like right here. Look at this. Look at this belt.
Dude, it's the best belt in WWE in wrestling right now, in my opinion. It looks gorgeous.
Look at that. Look at that championship. All gold. You got the American flag on the leather painted behind it. I mean, it just did it up right. It looks just...
That's way better than his Triple B. That's way better than the Big Burberry belt or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
Way better.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Definitely.
a beautiful belt, but it doesn't beat my favorite title of all time, the Speed title.
Uh-oh.
Ah, there it is.
Woo!
That's
Look at
disgusting.
that
And even though Big
Power
Daddy C is
Ranger-esque.
not here, oh my gosh, look at that belt. That belt is made for a true champion to carry that title. Look at that. That's the belt everybody should want to go after. That's the 10 pounds of gold right there.
It looks like
Probably.
one of those. It looks like one of those things you put on the front of your Crocs.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, then we had the TBS Championship match. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Mercedes Moné. Moné defeated Britt Baker. I think after Baker got into that trouble with MJF in the back, I don't think anybody foresaw her taking the title from Moné. I mean, and Moné could have really been picked to win the title and win the match anyways. But again, Britt Baker don't do herself any favors, not making any friends in the back and getting into it with the money, the meal ticket of AEW, which is MJF. Any thoughts on that match, guys?
Worst match of the night.
God, dog.
Damn.
I
So,
thought it
okay.
was terrible.
So I mean, okay, guys. So is Mercedes
He's
Moné
real.
is Mercedes Moné hurting her stock then with her time being in AEW instead of helping herself?
I think it is. I mean, after that debut in Boston, I've just kind of meh on everything she's done so far, really. Other than the Willow match, everything has just kind of been bland to me. I think she'd thrive right now if she was back in WWE, especially with Triple H behind it, but
She almost came back at 39, apparently.
Yeah, I think her saying that doesn't help anything. It's like I almost went back to WWE, but Tony Khan threw me double the money for half the dates, so I'm just gonna go over there. And it's just like that doesn't sound. It's not a good thing to say, Sasha. Like, what are we doing?
Phone it on in, Sasha.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
and
that's
another
what
thing
Triple
is
H was
that she
talking
talks about
Maybe that's what Triple H was talking about when he was saying, you know, if you come here, you're gonna work hard. You know, you're gonna hit the dates, you're gonna hit the you're gonna hit the road, and you're gonna do those dates and stuff like that. But it's so rewarding. I mean, you're gonna work hard, you're gonna hump the roads when you're here. So I mean, he might not just have been talking about Will Ospreay. He also might have been talking about Sasha Banks too.
I just also think her bragging about how she has creative control is not helping her. Like the minute she is like, oh, Hulk Hogan again. I see.
Wait. She said that she does. She has creative control.
Mm.
Dude,
Bro.
Tony Khan literally just wants to be Tony Bischoff. Like he how is he gonna say all these things about Eric Bischoff, but then him just follow all of his patterns and then just makes it worse because he has more money than Ted Turner does.
And the crazy part is they hate each other so much. Eric Bischoff and Tony Khan stay in the Twitter battle. It's nothing for them. It's up every single time one of them tweets something. I'm pretty sure Eric Bischoff is going to shit on All In literally on this podcast this week. So, like I said, 83
I
weeks.
can't wait to listen to it. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, and then you got to follow up Eric Bischoff's podcast by listening to the drive-thru so Corny can tell you how real wrestling is supposed to be and how you ought not to do what they're doing.
And then you follow up on that and listen to the Russo brand with Al Snow and Stevie Richards and Ben Hameen, and it's a great podcast.
You mean the bro podcast?
Bro, listen, bro.
Don't listen. I don't listen to Vince Russo. That's a no-no.
Bro,
Like,
here's how we do it, bro. Bro, you have to book it better, bro.
He is staying in my eyes forever and ever, and he will always be.
Again, if you don't want to give him credit for being any type of push or any type of creativity or any type of anything from 97 to 99, you can, and again, too, you can see there was a fall off once 2000 hit. There was a little bit of fall off in ratings and a little bit of fall off in like the actual product because him and Ed Ferrara left.
Yes, but then they single-handedly tried to ruin TNA, and they single-handedly ruined WCW.
Dude, the TNA was at its peak when Russo was riding it. Like,
no, but it wasn't because of. Okay, we're not gonna get into this.
It's just kind of funny how when he's in WWE, it was at its highest ratings like ever since '85.
You have Stone
when he was in TNA
and The Rock. You can't fuck that up, Killy. I'm just sorry. You can't mess that up.
That's the one that bombed. Way to go.
Sorry, guys.
No, we've got 2 F-bombs.
Yeah, Fritos, but you know you're probably gonna be the second one, so don't even with me.
Oh, don't worry. I've got plenty in my pocket.
Good God. Okay, back to AEW because Killy finna take me all over again.
Bro, I love it. I love it.
Anyways,
Wow.
All right, so then we got a coffin match for the TBS Championship. Darby Allin versus Jack Perry. Perry defeated Allin for the TBS Championship. That TBS Championship looks like something the Undertaker would have carried in '95, doesn't it? Jack Perry's version of the TNT Championship. It definitely looks like something the Undertaker would have carried.
Did you see the video on his Instagram?
No, which video was it?
Of him making the title?
Oh no, I saw clips. It showed up on my algorithms on YouTube. I saw clips, but no, I didn't actually sit and watch everything how he made that title was made.
I don't like Jack Perry, but dude, you got to give him credit. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. He had the title, he twisted it off, sawed it off, put titanium or whatever on it, splattered paint. It was cool. You got to give him credit. He made the title look pretty. The title's cooler than he is.
He's got some good blacksmithing skills.
Facts.
You know, else got some great blacksmithing skills. Your girl Shayna Baszler.
Fritos, you creeping where you don't belong. Relax.
Sorry. There's a line I stepped over. I'll get back.
And then last but not least, the AEW World Championship match where Brian Danielson took and won the AEW Championship from Swerve Strickland. Said Swerve came out with the trademark robe of Jimmy Rave to the ring, an ode to the late performer and a throwback to Prince Nana's embassy during the Ring of Honor days. So, like I said, you already had the history right there. Obviously, I got chills when Brian when Brian came out with the to the final countdown music and the whole crowd is singing it. It was really, really cool. Like I said, it was they tore it up. It was a good match. I mean, like I said, you had the Death Valley Driver head first into the ring bell. So, like I said, they obviously played on Swerve working over Danielson's neck. Like I said, and then he also got a chance to trash talk Danielson's daughter. So like I said, so it was pretty cool match overall. So yeah, I mean, like I said, the pay-per-view was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was definitely thinking that I wasn't excited about it. I wasn't excited about what they were doing. I didn't believe in it. But overall, guys, what would you say? What's your overall excitement level for AEW moving forward? Brian Danielson as your AEW World Champion. Can you guys get behind that, kind of see where things are going? Are you excited for any of this, or do you want to shut up talking about AEW?
I mean, you got to at least it makes you look at it at least with Brian Danielson, the correct name, Brian Danielson, holding the title. It's even though it is an ex-WWE guy, he has the title. It's a name. It'll put some validity on it. And then MJF can beat him for the title. And then the only thing with Ricochet is that I don't understand is why would he? Does he think he's going to stand out more in AEW than he would in WWE? And it's like, your wife works in WWE. She's never going to leave. She's an amazing announcer. Other than maybe making more money, your stock's not going to rise in AEW. There's way more people doing flips and stuff in AEW than WWE. So it's just, I just don't know how he's able. He was the only person really on the roster doing what he was doing in WWE. He had a spot on Raw every week. When he jumped off the barricade and clotheslined Braun Breaker with him and the Ilya stuff, that was awesome. It was the coolest stuff I think he's done is that whole thing right there. And then he gets written off TV because he wants to go to AEW. And it's just like, does he not understand that some people just have a plateau and like he's not going to be a star in AEW?
I think that he is. Obviously, if somebody's offering you double the money, that's hard to turn down. Just first and foremost, we're all human here. We're all men. We all got families and people we want to take care of. So if there's somebody's going to offer me double of what WWE is offering, and Tony Khan's like, yeah, we're going to put that. We're going to get you in the ring with Will Ospreay. We're going to get you in the ring with potentially maybe do something with you and MJF. You with something you and Swerve. If he painted a picture for him of what he's going to have him do over the next 2 to 3 years, I mean, it might have sounded enticing. Again, the championship itself, unless you're a mark, the championship for itself is really nothing more than something for the fans, and it's also something for you to make you look like a leader within the locker room. I mean, like I said, if you're the AEW World Champion, that means you're the leader room, you're the locker room leader. You know, you're the guy. You know, and what comes with that is signing autographs, doing interviews, doing television promos. You know what I'm saying? Being the first guy there, last guy leaving. You know, kind of like what the GOAT did. You know, for all those years for WWE. You know, when he was carrying the WWE Championship, and he was the guy in the company. So you know what I'm saying? Like
who you saying is the GOAT? What are you talking about? Roman?
The house is on you.
I mean,
it's up
fair.
to you.
I do agree with you. It's just like you're going to a company now that is getting it has at least like 60% less viewership. You're going to be getting 700 to 800,000 people watching you a week compared to 1.8 to 2.5, like on an average on those shows, if not more, depending on who's on those shows. It's just like I couldn't tell you the last time they pulled 1 million viewers. It's just
CM Punk when he returned.
Exactly to where it's like, at what point is it just not greed? Like, yes, you're going to be making more money, but you're already a millionaire. That's the point where you're already a millionaire, and you're going to be more valuable in the company that's paying you less money.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't understand. I hope the best for him. I hope that I'm wrong, but I just don't know if I will be. Like, not everybody's Cody Rhodes and can just leave and make the stock higher and come back. Not everybody's Drew McIntyre.
That's true. Any thoughts, Coachman and Fritos, on that?
Now, the only thing I'm going to say is, if they ever do a feud with Ricochet and MJF, Ricochet's going to be cooked on the damn mic. That's for sure.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's going to get ugly real quick.
I think even when they do the rivalry with Ospreay, it's going to be bad. Good on the mic.
Ricochet, I mean, you can give him the wow factor of letting him curse and swear and stuff like that on TNT and on TBS, but I mean, if every other word still sounds wild and you don't sound natural, then like I said, then it's still gonna be crap. It's still not gonna be good. So
it's a dang shame.
Moving right along, folks. Friday Night SmackDown, we are continuing the story of Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. And WWE this week, the writers really decided to lean into talking about Kevin Owens having moments where he has traded or turned on his best friends. He did it to Sami Zayn twice. He did it to Seth Rollins, tried to steal his Seth Rollins tried to steal his WrestleMania moment in his match with Stone Cold. Like I said, and who else did he turn on? I mean, he's turned on multiple people within the company,
and he apologized for Kofi too, by the way, twice.
Yeah, good God. Yeah. Like I said, so I mean, Kevin Owens has a shady past, but what do you guys suppose we're going to see this coming weekend at WWE Bash at Berlin with this match, WWE Championship match? Oh, and one thing I did want to throw in, your boy Vince Russo definitely talk crap about WWE booking, giving Kevin Owens a WWE Championship match when he's had all these losses this year.
Personally, I think Kevin's not going to turn. I want to see a heel Cody. I just feel like Cody's run right now is just stalemated. I think it'd bring, new life to his title. And especially now that they're bringing back Roman and they've wanted to, be the super babyface, it just makes sense when Roman takes the title off of Cody, however along down the line that happens.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think that it's if they're going to do the heel turn for Cody, the reasoning has to be that he was trying to beat Kevin Owens to the punch first.
Right.
And I think that's what they're kind of teasing. But I think that probably is he won't turn until after the match at Berlin. I feel like it's going to be a frustrated kind of loss thing, and he'll try and apologize to Cody about it, but Cody won't buy it, kind of thing. I don't. I won't say they booked themselves into a corner here because they're doing a good job how they're booking this match. But maybe it's just me, but I don't see which way they go with it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of happens when you book two baby faces together, and it's like Kevin is. I'm not saying as over as Cody, but he's just as liked as Cody for the most part. He gets a pretty good reception. To where I don't know. I just don't know how you can book Kevin to turn when it's like it's all he does is just turn. I mean, he gets a good guy, then he just turns. And then now with Cody, it's like he's your most over baby. I mean, you have Roman, but solidified the last 2-3 years. He's your big baby face. I don't know business-wise, just money-wise, if you want to take that off him, especially when Roman's not on TV every week. Cody is. So it's just you got to kind of think of it as a business aspect. But from a product aspect, I would love to see Cody as a heel. I just don't know how they could write it. I can't think of a way for them to do it. I'm not saying you're wrong, Coach, because they could do it that way. I just don't know what other ways maybe they could do it, to be honest. But right. I just hope that when they do turn Cody heel, because they should, it shouldn't be like a John Cena thing. Like Cody actually needs to be a heel. Like he needs to be a heel more than John Cena ever needed to turn heel, at least for me. And
I
again,
agree.
too, John Cena didn't come out in suits and tell people to praise him. He came out there in jean shorts and dressed like a goofball and was just being himself. And that's what too. Just because I talk crap about John Cena doesn't mean I can't give him credit.
That was the most backhanded compliment I've ever heard in my life. That was not a compliment at all.
But all I'm saying is Cody. I think he has to turn heel. It just has to happen. He's a better heel than he is a face. I think Roman right now, how he's come in, he could be a better baby face than he is a bad guy. And I never thought I'd say that.
He's always been a baby face. Vince McMahon just didn't know how to get the crowd behind him, and he refused to turn him heel. And like I said, but like I said, here's the thing. They were too superstar starved with those 2013, 2014, 2015 WrestleMania shows and stuff like that they were trying to put over Roman when really they had Daniel Bryan right there. They could have rolled 3 WrestleManias off of Daniel Bryan alone. Just him being a babyface, overcoming the odds.
If he can stay healthy, you got to think about that. It's not like he just is made of titanium. Like he was kind of made of glass.
That's true. But yeah, no, Cody Rhodes will definitely turn heel, but it's not the time, y'all. I think they're going to have a good match. If I could just be honest with everybody, with the listeners, everything like this match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes is a throwaway match. It's a means to get to the next spot, which is this whole Bash of Berlin pay-per-view is all about Gunther. So once Gunther beats Randy Orton, sends Randy Orton back to SmackDown, then it's going to be Randy versus Cody next. And like I said,
could Cody start the show? Could he open the show maybe? Like they've done it before.
He absolutely should. Because like I said, that Bash of Berlin show is literally all about Gunther. And like I said, and they're going to make the World Heavyweight Championship look very strong, very important, very prestigious within that match. And I think they're going to do a bang up job. I really think that World Heavyweight Championship match is going to be magnificent. But the match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens is a throwaway match for the WWE Championship. Cody retains, obviously. He might even do something like what he did with Seth Rollins, where he grabbed the tights and did the schoolboy in their second match after WrestleMania at Backlash, and he pinned him, kind of showing a little bit heel tendency, like, hey, I got to do what I got to do to win. So I mean, he could do something like that, and then Kevin Owens kind of look at him like, really, you know, instead of scratching his head and stuff like that, kind of pissed off about it. But at the end of the day, I still think that Cody Rhodes has some tire left, some tread on the tire left of being a face. I don't think you see him turn heel until either he loses and drops that championship to Randy Orton, or which then Randy Orton's gonna drop that title to the champ, to the GOAT, but that's another story. But either that or he loses the belt to Roman Reigns, and everybody's cheering Roman Reigns, and everybody's excited, and everybody's finally putting their ones up for the OTC. and he's going to be like, I thought I got rid of Roman Reigns. I thought I kicked him out of my WWE. This is my time, my company. I've been here longer. My lineage goes back further than yours, which I don't know if that's necessarily true. But, like, it's going to be a problem. And it's not going to be a problem just with Roman Reigns. Problem with the fans. And that's what you do when you're the people's champ. Cody Rhodes was not just the WWE champion, but he was the people's champion before he was a WWE champion. He stayed after shows to sign every single autograph that he could. Like him and Seth Rollins walked down that whole arena ramp, and literally everybody that was at the ramp got a picture and a photo. They didn't turn anybody away. They didn't charge you a single solitary dollar more. So, I mean, like I said, he was the people's champ, not The Rock. He's the people's champ. Cody Rhodes been the people's champ.
I think where Cody Rhodes was having trouble with is just what most baby faces do is just once baby faces get the title, it's like, what do you do with it, kind of? And I think if they wrote it to where baby faces are like not struggling, but like it is a desperation to keep this title. It's like people are lurking for this dude, to where it makes it seem like the baby face is more vulnerable. It's like you have a strong baby face. It's like what am I here to cheer for? Tori, even as a champion, you got to build a lot of obstacles. There's not really obstacles for Cody. It's just having good matches.
That's why Vince McMahon was so pivotal in the run of Stone Cold Steve Austin, because it didn't matter who the person was Stone Cold was fighting in the ring. He was fighting the system. So it was Austin versus the system, and that's what made the feud good. Because Stone Cold fought Undertaker, fought Kane, fought Dude Love, Mankind, Mick Foley, fought The Rock, fought Big Boss Man, fought all these other people, fought Big Show, fought all these people that Vince McMahon, all these obstacles Vince McMahon put in his way, and even fought Vince McMahon and Shane. You know, I mean, they basically got 2 years of a run from 97, late 97, all the way to 99. Basically, with Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. It didn't matter who you put in the way. It was always Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, I mean, like I said, and you just don't have that anymore because they've ran the tread on those tires. I mean, the last thing we saw with that was basically the Authority. You know, like, I mean, they just went plain old with it, did the Authority versus Seth Rollins, the Authority versus John Cena, the Authority versus Roman Reigns, you know, the Authority versus Brock Lesnar. You know, and everything like that. So they've ran the tire on that tread. So now it's the Bloodline and who's going to go up against the Bloodline. So really, Cody's big main objective is to hold the title, keep it somewhat relevant, keep yourself relevant up until we can start pairing you again with the Bloodline, until we can put you back into the Bloodline scenario, which I still think the Bloodline may interfere in their WWE Championship match and cause the ref to cancel the whole match. It's very likely, which is another reason why that match should go on first if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
100% there.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boy cooking today, Killy Vanilli. How you like that?
Hey, sometimes I gotta step out the kitchen and smell what's cooking. You know.
One thing with speaking about the Bloodline, though, and I really want you guys to talk about this one with me. Why don't people take Solo Sikoa seriously? I mean, WWE has done everything within the past year to make you feel like he could potentially be the tribal chief. Really, I really suspected before Roman Reigns lost to Cody Rhodes that Solo would be the one to pick up the mantle, and they basically positioned him that way. But, I mean, guys, it's been an overall failure with Solo Sikoa as your tribal chief since WrestleMania. And we're going on, 4 months now?
Just about, yeah.
So what's your guys' thoughts?
Like
Why don't people take Solo Sikoa serious as your tribal chief?
Tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't know if it's his mic skills for promos, or maybe just having Tonga or Toa, One Eye Willie behind him, messing up, botching everything. I don't know, and it doesn't help with Jacob Fatu, literally right there, who is the strongest one of all of them. So I think that's overshadowing him too. I don't know if that's hurting him, but It might be a mixture of all of that too. Really.
What if you're not supposed to take him serious? What if this is the whole point? Not everybody can just be great. Not say I think he's doing this thing. I think he's doing awesome. It's just he's meant to kind of look like a chicken shit. He's not meant to seem as the real tribal chief. The whole point is we all know he's not, and he's cosplaying as the tribal chief. Like I don't know who said it. I think it was CM Punk that
Cody.
said it, or
Yeah.
was it? Oh, was it? Yeah,
It was
one of those.
it was either Cody or it was CM Punk, one or the other.
Yeah, it was one of those two, and it's just like maybe we're not supposed to take it serious, and this is the whole point. So Roman can come back and just whoop his ass, or so he's not supposed to be taken serious. And we're supposed to get Jacob Fatu over, so Solo's doing a good job about not looking as strong as Jacob Fatu is supposed to be. To where maybe this is the point the whole time, and maybe we're just being marks.
I mean, I kind of agree with that take. I think that might be the whole point. I mean, the crowd knows he's not the real tribal chief. He's trying to be something that he's not. And maybe that's going along with the storyline, because if you remember, Solo was supposed to for Roman if Roman were to become something else or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I mean, maybe that was the point of he's not, like, we're continuing that story, but maybe he's not as ready as Roman thought or anything like that. I don't know. But I kind of agree with you there, Killy. I don't think we're supposed to take him seriously. You have your dangerous guys, of course. Like, they're supposed to be dangerous, but I don't see them as it's more of the normal heel, like, do the underhand tactics because you probably can't win on your own. And then also you got Jacob Fatu, who is a freaking beast. And I think everyone's just waiting for him to take over.
And you got Tama Tonga. He's like he's psycho too. Like I think it's
squirrel.
like you have those two dudes who are believable. At least like they're crazy. They're capable of doing something bad. And then you got an idiot. Like, dude, I have never seen somebody be so bad to where I think it's a work. Like I don't know if you think it is.
So he's definitely working it.
Dude, because it's bad. It's like, how do you even hold the title wrong? How do you hold the title to where you're only showing one plate? Like, what are we doing? So, again, this isn't supposed to be a bloodline that's supposed to take over the other one. It's supposed to be a bloodline that we want to see get taken over. So it's supposed to be stupid and silly.
I sincerely hope you guys are correct in that, because I really believed Solo Sikoa was next up. I really believed that Solo Sikoa was going to be a future world champion, and he still might. But here's the problem. How do you repair him after this? After he gets his ass kicked by Roman, after they eventually kick him out of the group he started, the bloodline he started, where he brought all these wild Samoans in here, and we got a whole nother 6 or 7 in the pipeline that they're ready to bring up. Rikishi's always tweeting and talking about one each day. I mean, it's like a pick a Samoan every day online for him, and he's picking a new one, spotlighting a new one on his podcast, saying, yeah, this one's next up. Yeah, this one's next up. But WWE expedited Jacob Fatu. They hurried up, got him out of MLW, got him with Booker T, and then he totally bypassed NXT, went straight up to the main roster. So I appreciate the fact that Solo earned his stripes. He came in as Solo Sikoa, not Solo Fatu. He came in as Solo Sikoa. He came in on his own. You knew he looked like Rikishi. I mean, he looked like the man in the face. You can tell he has the genealogy of the bloodline and whatnot. And literally, Roman Reigns reached back and grabbed him, and not only grabbed him, but made him the right-hand man to him, made him the enforcer, made him the one that everybody feared. I mean, I was there. Again, I always go back to this, but I was there at 39 in person. I watched Solo Sikoa in a black hoodie run through the crowd, hop over the apron, and then grab Cody Rhodes right as he looked like he was finna reach that brass ring and grab that WWE title. So, I mean, again, I've watched him cost multiple men, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Edge, Sheamus, Cody Rhodes, so many others, the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship because of his interference. And he was feared. I mean, Paul Heyman used to be like, "Oh no, Solo! Oh God, no, Solo, no!" You know, with the facial expressions and everything like that. So, like for me, when you look at him like that, I'm just like, man, like to see him now, I'm just kind of like, man, I wish they would have just hooked him up better than this.
I mean, but it's like he beats John Cena, nobody cares, and then he takes Paul Heyman off TV for like 3 months, and nobody cares. So like he does two good things right there. Like you get real heat, and then I don't think anybody didn't care about the Paul Heyman things. I think he gets good heat. He comes out there every week and he gets booed the shit out of. Like it's not like the crowd's quiet when he's out there. Like
Right.
he says the insert of town that we're in, acknowledge me, just like Roman, to be a heel, and he gets a lot of heat. And so that's kind of the point where it's like maybe us talking about how we don't take him serious is the whole point.
Could be. But the next point that we have to talk about is one of my favorite segments. Who to watch for? Featuring Coach.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining me for once again the people to watch for this week. I'm going to take it down a notch here. We're going to go over to AEW and talk about somebody to watch for. I mean, we talked about him earlier on the podcast, but Ricochet signing with AEW at All In. So definitely something to keep an eye for, see what kind of rivalry he's going to start with. My assumption is he's going to go straight for Will Ospreay, but then again, never know with Tony Khan's booking. Now, going into the WWE side of things, down in NXT, I know Fritos likes this wrestler, but Sol Roca, keep an eye on her. I think she is going to really keep making that push for an NXT Women's Championship opportunity against Roxanne Perez. They're kind of booking her to where she's struggling to, but again, as we've talked about, that's what people love to see. They love to see the babyface try and face those challenges and reach the top of the mountain. So definitely something to keep an eye on in NXT. And those are my two wrestlers to watch for this week.
All right. Thanks so much, Coachman, for those. So be sure to watch out for those two wrestlers. And now we are moving right along, folks, to the strap match, the match that we all booked last week. A blind eye, stand in the corner. Stevie Wonder could have saw that this was where we were headed after CM Punk took the belt off of Drew McIntyre and then proceeded to whip him, like, as JR would say, a government mule with that with his own belt, leather belt. And I mean, those welts looked real. Like I said, it looked really bad. Drew McIntyre posted on his Instagram and on his X account the photo of his back, and it looked pretty nasty. So CM Punk comes out this week, and of course he challenges Drew to a strap match, and Drew comes out after him, willingly accepts. And yeah, so guys, the strap match, we excited for it. We saw it coming. We called it. What do you think?
I mean, I wasn't here last week. I called it in our group chat for a dog collar match. So, I mean, I'm still happy for somewhat of a close quarter match. But I'm excited for it. I think Punk's going to win because this is going to lead to a trilogy going to Bad Blood, which I think they're teasing for a Hell in a Cell, which that's going to be a fantastic match. And yeah.
That's a closer. That's a closer match.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you trying to keep that Booker of the Year title. Listen, I booked WrestleMania better than you. That title's coming to Daddy. It's gonna be mine.
Come and get it.
Hey, don't forget about me down here.
Oh! I forgot about that. Oh, Hilly, we'll have to figure something out where we
redo WrestleMania bookings.
Hell no. He's gonna add his stuff in. So Fritos claims the title of Booker of the Year, right? As you see, he probably presents it every week on the podcast. I am actually having him made a custom-made championship belt that says Booker of the Year. The caveat to that is we booked WrestleMania on one of our episodes. And so whoever gets the most matches right, we have a point system and everything. Whoever gets the most matches right gets that beautiful, luxurious championship belt that they get to present and hang up until we do until we book SummerSlam.
Okay, so what is considered booking? Like, are you predicting what the matches will be, or are you predicting the outcomes of the matches?
We book the matches. You get a point. You get 3 points for booking the right match with the right participants. You get a point for booking the outcome, and you get a point for booking the stipulation.
2 points for stipulation. Stipulation is not easy sometimes. That might need to go up a little bit.
Well, listen, whoever has the most points at the end will be considered the booker of the year and hold that luxurious, beautiful, prestigious championship that they get.
Should you not be the champion, Virgil? Should you not be the champ?
No, I'm going to be the champ.
Okay,
right now, Fritos is technically the champ. I haven't his belt made. I'm waiting for them to deliver it to my house, but it will eventually be my championship though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Big Daddy C has laid claim to being Booker of the Year. He's booked a couple of doozies, a couple of matches. I mean, Coachman is technically the wise man, so technically he's been booking even better than Booker of the Year. So I mean, I don't know.
I might have to dabble into that. I feel like I got the third eye opened. I my assumptions are usually correct, so I might have to take that from you.
The third eye. You might want to get that looked at.
I have to put another lens up there, dude. I still can't see, dude.
Oh gosh. Okay, so the strap match coming up, guys. How are you guys feeling about this week? This was a big moment for Monday Night Raw. Kind of quiet week for WWE. I would say wrestling wise, but I do have some topics, some thoughts on here. But what did you guys think about this strap match? And are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, I think Drew should win. I think he should win again, and then it'll give Punk the incentive. Like, okay. Like, and Drew has to do something to, like, get out of the – like, he'll get out of the strap and then cheat. And then when the ref looks back, he put the strap back on or whatever, and then he pins him. Like, he has to do something to where it's like, you can't get out of this stipulation. You're locked in this cage. There has to be a reason they have a Hell in a Cell. So I think you're going to see some weird I can't think of the word, shenanigans. There's going to be some shenanigans in the strap match that's going to lead to a Hell in a Cell. And then that's when Punk wins. He's hot still. Drew's doesn't mean any less because he got 2 wins on Punk. They're both over. And then Punk goes after a title. He loses and then comes back for a title and maybe wins. And I think that's where it probably all leads to. Or like, I wouldn't mind either if Cena took the title off Randy or off Punk. Because so Cena has history with both of them. To where if they want to give Punk a title, Cena could take it off him. But I do think it'd probably be a better storyline if Cena took it off Randy. But it's like, how the hell are we going to get this off Gunther? If he held the IC for 2 years, how long is he going to hold the world title?
Yeah, I don't see him holding that championship as long as he did the IC title. There's too many competitors for that World Heavyweight Championship, but he probably will hold it till WrestleMania though.
Okay.
Quick question: does WWE have any pay-per-views in Chicago next year that we know of?
Oh, I'm sure they'll probably be in Chicago.
Not that we know of, but yeah, there will be some in Chicago.
I mean, there'll be shows, but not. I was thinking pay-per-view. Do a reverse. Have Cena beat Punk in Chicago. Can you imagine the crowd going ape
That
shit
would
wild?
be all. That would be.
Oh.
I would be cool just for the shock of things. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I think the strap match, I was not looking forward to it that much. I wanted more of an Extreme Rules, but after watching it on Raw this past week, I'm fully invested in it now, and I definitely want to see how it goes. And I agree with you, Kill. I think that Drew pulling off some kind of shenanigans of like, I don't need to be attached to a strap or anything to beat you or anything, so I'm just going to do this because I want to. Further irritates CM Punk, leading to the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, what's that restaurant full of the goofy shit on the wall?
Shenanigans?
Oh, he said
it. Oh my goodness, you guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. Well, yeah, the strap match itself should be entertaining. It'll be the second match for them. Looking forward to it. And I think, again, they will not disappoint. Now, moving right along, again, talking about Monday Night Raw, I want to look at this because I think this is very important. And this is another part of booking. I not only am able to book the matches, I believe I'm able to book who the next person color commentary sitting next to Michael Cole will be. And if I had my way, I would book Big E Langston to be the next guy to take Pat McAfee's spot for the next 4 months. Because Pat McAfee, they've already announced Pat McAfee will be back when Raw goes to Netflix in January, which I think college football will be done with by then, right?
Yeah, he'll just
You-
have the
you
championship
should be
game,
done.
but yeah.
But he didn't come back till February of this year. So I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll take some time off.
I don't know. He's got a
family.
I mean, it's in Indianapolis. Why not?
Right. Like I said, and then Royal Rumble is late January this year. Like it's so that leads me to think that Raw will do a day one episode, probably kind of like what they did last year. Like SmackDown will do New Year's Revolution, which I'm still wondering, is SmackDown still going to stay 2 hours, or are they going to move SmackDown to 3 hours since it's moving to the USA Network on Fridays? Like,
You
I
got
thought
to
they
get
talked
more
about making it
talent on
longer.
SmackDown. If you want it 3 hours, you got to get more talent on SmackDown.
I mean, I agree 100%. But who do you guys think is going to sit across from, oh gosh, coming in live, man, Mr. I'm too busy to do the podcast.
Hey,
What up, peeps?
What up, man?
Who
I'm
is
waiting on
this
this
guy?
train.
That's hilarious. He joins the podcast just sitting there waiting on the train. So, Big Daddy C, go ahead and join the conversation. Who do you think should sit next to Michael Cole for the next 4 months and close out Monday Night Raw on USA Network?
Man, it's a great question. Should I say put Graves on, man? Graves is the only one I can think of. Either him or Wade Barrett.
I said you pull Big E from the panel and put Big E to sit next to Michael Cole.
Yeah,
I think Big
That'll
E would
work.
be great.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Kill, Fritos, Coach?
What did y'all forget that they signed Steve Tessitore, the dude for college football and did the boxing from ESPN? Like he's
Joe
a great,
Tessitore. Say his name right.
Joe Tessitore. I'm sorry.
You say that man's name right.
Joe
He called a
Tessitore.
hell of a game, Florida State and Georgia Tech.
And again, too, he's a great announcer. I feel like that. Well, maybe he's going to be doing college football to where he can't do WWE, but that guy I think would be better than anybody that WWE has, not named Pat McAfee.
Yeah, but you can't. Are you putting him on color next to Michael Cole, or are you letting him go sit with Wade Barrett on SmackDown and then do a Michael Cole and Graves on Raw?
He's that good. He could do either. He can sit there and do play-by-play, or he could sit there. He has a very personality in his voice, and he talks a lot, regardless for him being a play-by-play commentator, to where he can do both of whatever they wanted him to do. Who was the NXT announcer?
Mauro Ronaldo.
Yeah, dude, he has so much personality. He can do both. Like, if you told him to be a heel announcer, dude, he could have done it.
Which, by the way, Mauro is now the voice of
MLW?
No. What's old boy that got fired by TNA? He went back to Canada and he started a Canadian wrestling promotion.
Josh Alexander?
No. The guy, I cannot think of his name. He was the manager of Team Canada way back in the day for TNA, and I
Are you
cannot
talking
remember
about the dude with the little fat dude with the glasses?
Yes. I
Oh,
cannot think of his name.
Scott something.
Scott D'Amore?
Scott D'Amore. There we go.
Yeah.
Scott D'Amore
Yes.
is his name. Yeah, Scott D'Amore started his own Canada promotion, Canadian wrestling promotion, which Fritos, you should totally go up there and see if you can get a tryout, bro. Like, I think you would like excel at the highest level, and I could be your manager.
I'm getting my resume ready right now.
Hey, I already have dibs.
Oh, fuck you, Coach.
We'll
That's
just do a tag team
two
together.
F-bombs this show.
I know.
Holy
I'm
fucking shit.
terrible.
3.
Oh, he had to get one off. But yeah, so I just wanted to to throw that out there for you guys just to see who replaces Pat McAfee. It was an awesome show. They showed a lot of love to him. I think WWE really appreciates Pat McAfee, and the WWE universe has like opened their arms up to Pat, and he really consider him one of us. Like they've opened their arms up to Pat more than they have to Logan Paul or Bad Bunny or anybody for that matter that I've seen within the past 5 to 10 years that's considered an outside, that would be considered an outsider. Like he's really one of us. And I mean, I just thoroughly enjoy Pat McAfee on commentary, especially when he's like, one big son of a bitch. Or which literally Braun Strowman is making money off merch off that now. Or how he be eating with Jey Uso is hilarious too. So
or like when he does like the
perfect the pencil thing.
Yeah, I think he throws it up and catches it. It's perfect. And then when he does the football where he's drawing like the plays out and stuff and like the play-by-play, when he does that, like when Becky punched him in the face and he did an analysis of that was one of the funniest things of the year. It was great.
Yeah. Pat McAfee, and you know what? More than anything, Pat McAfee brings out the best in Michael Cole. Like Michael Cole has done his best commentary work in the past 2 years, sitting opposite of Pat McAfee. Like Michael Cole just seems rejuvenated. So like he's having even more fun with Pat McAfee than he did with JBL, and that's hard because he's really a good close friends with JBL.
Yeah.
I agree, but you got to understand too. You probably announce a lot better when Vince McMahon's not in your ear.
Yes,
Which
yes,
he stated that.
But it started even before then. Like even while Vince was still there. Like last year, like WrestleMania 39, he was great on the call, and then the year before that 38, he was great on the call too when they were in Dallas. So I mean, but he's really come out of his shell and just really made it happen. But next, which I didn't intend on Big C coming through the show. You got a throwback moment, or can I do it?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. So next after this, we have Big Daddy C's throwback moment. Stay tuned for that. All right, folks. So the big throwback moment for this week, folks, I want to take you guys back to the hands of time. I want to take you back to 1998 to a pay-per-view self-entitled Rock Bottom, where The Rock put the WWF Championship on the line against one Mankind. Now, mind you, the McMahons have screwed Stone Cold Steve Austin out of the WWF title, and then after that, the title was held at bay until a tournament happened at Survivor Series of that year, and then literally The Rock wins that tournament after McMahon's pulled the screw job once again and cheat Mankind out of that WWF Championship. The Rock then has a self-entitled In Your House pay-per-view named after himself for the month of December, and literally the whole stage is nothing but The Rock. Pictures of The Rock up there holding that WWF Championship, which the big winged eagle outside of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship is one of my favorites. So literally The Rock is holding that title, looks great, looks like $1 million. Him and Mankind, this is the beginning, the dawn, the precipice of a great feud between them two that will culminate right before WrestleMania the next year in 1999. But 1998, you go back and you start, and you literally see The Rock finding his way, finding that heel version of him, finding that corporate version of The Rock, where he comes up with catchphrases like, "This ain't sing along with the champ," and "Stone Cold's the biggest piece of trailer park trash walking," and all of these good, awesome catchphrases and things that he has. So I want to make sure you guys go back, honestly, you can watch Survivor Series 1998 because that's one of my favorites. That tournament is hilarious. And then go watch Rock Bottom In Your House 1998. The Rock, his pay-per-view, his championship, his match with Mankind. And also you get a Buried Alive match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker. If Stone Cold loses that match, then he does not have a Royal Rumble spot, which obviously he wins. They bury alive The Undertaker, which I don't think The Undertaker actually ever buried anyone alive. I have to go check on that. I think he always lost that buried alive match. I think he has the worst record in that and them damn casket matches. But we'll have to check that out for another day. But this has been Mike Jones's version, Virgil's version of the throwback moment featuring Big Daddy C.
That was
All
great.
right, and we're back. What'd you think, Big Daddy C?
I was all about that, honestly.
Yeah.
All about that.
It's that and Unforgiven 1999. A lot of people would like to forget about those. That 6-pack challenge for the WWF Championship once Vince McMahon vacated the belt and they gave it back to Triple H. Those are all goated pay-per-views that I often, on my days and my times when I don't have anything going on, I like to go back and watch like those standalone pay-per-views. Some of those in your houses back in the day, they have such good matches, bro. Like you got to go back and watch those in your houses.
I wish they'd bring it back, bro. Keep like 5 pay-per-views and just do in your houses. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, me too. Even bring back the house set, but remember the original in your house concept. They were actually giving away houses that you can go live in. Like WWE was giving away houses, like that looked like the in your house. Like, I mean, it was crazy, bro. Could you imagine a WWF like you calling in and being the caller and like you win a WWF in your house?
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Hey, you said he never won a
dream come true.
He's only been in what 3 of them, right?
So he did Buried Alive against Austin. He did Buried Alive against McMahon. He did Buried Alive against Kane.
Yeah.
He did Buried Alive against Mankind, and he lost that one too.
Damn, so AJ match WrestleMania.
That was like
whoa. That wasn't
that was more of
that was a boneyard match. We're not calling that.
My bad. I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Great match though.
He wins most of the casket matches though. I think he's only lost like maybe one.
No, he don't, bro. I'm telling you, he loses them casket matches too.
He only
lost to Yokozuna. He lost to Yokozuna. Yeah. Yes, he lost to Yokozuna.
Yokozuna? Yeah. I don't remember
that.
No, he lost to Randy Orton and Bob Orton. It was a 2-on-1 handicap coffin match.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Orton set it on fire, and then Taker came back in Survivor Series.
Yes. Yeah. The only casket match I remember him winning is 2: Heidenreich and beating Mark Henry at Mania. Them the only 2 casket matches I remember him winning. Outside of that, I feel like he's lost every other casket match.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And those are his signature matches. That and the Hell in the Cell. Until Triple H took the Hell in the Cell over.
Would he have been any more over if he won those matches?
Nah.
There we go.
Nah, he would have. Yeah.
They always booked it. So Vince McMahon used those specialty matches to book the Undertaker when he needed time off. Like when Mabel smashed half his face and stuff like that, and he needed time off to let his face heal. They booked him in the casket match.
Virgil, you bring up a lot of Vince McMahon. Are you a Vince fan? Do you like Vince McMahon booking?
He's a Vince fan.
Vince McMahon is what I grew up. Vince McMahon booking is what I grew up on. I mean, that's all I really know, to be honest with you.
And Taker.
Well, I think it's cool that you give Vince McMahon credit.
You have to. I mean, but so for the better part of 1998 until 2020 probably was the last time Vince McMahon really booked, or 2021. I mean, it was all Vince McMahon booking. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah, but from like 98 to like 2004 was like good, all right. But then after that, it really wasn't that great. From 05 to 08, there weren't a lot of main event guys. And then from 08 to 2011, they lost a lot of viewership until Punk crept back and was like, hey, I'm the best wrestler in the world. And he brings up ROH and all this stuff on a promo. And then
you can also attribute The Rock returning to a big reason why all that happened too. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, that's just a nobody.
I mean, yeah, because Rock's better than Cena, so that does make sense. You're right.
It's my ass. Anyways,
I got to wait before we go to the next topic. Got a question for you guys.
Sure.
So would you rather be in a back room with Vince and all his other associates, or be at a Diddy party?
Why am I at either
I'd
of
much
those
rather
options?
be with Vince. I'm like, he'd be like, pal, finish her off, pal. No, thank you, pal. And I'd get out of there.
Fritos, my question is, why am I in those predicaments?
You're right.
Why would
Who
I have to
knows?
choose one of those two?
It's just the
Yeah,
hypothetical
okay.
you're put in.
How do I get out of that hypothetical?
Yeah, that's a lose-lose either way, pal. Moving
I'm
right
staying-
along,
For the-
though,
I ain't
guys.
touching that with a 6-foot pole.
And
We
viewers, give us your
heard-
answers. Comment. Leave us a comment. Which one would you rather be?
We heard on
Full Diddy.
Friday Night SmackDown that after LA Knight got done defending his United States champion, that he was going to Berlin next week and he was going to issue an open challenge for the US Championship. Guys, who do you suspect is going to answer that open challenge for the United States title against LA Knight next
Person-
week?
Mr. Ricky, what his name is?
Ricky Starks?
Starks.
Ricky Starks. Yep.
That's a possibility. That is a huge possibility. Who do you guys think? Who else?
He took my answer. I was gonna say Ricky Starks. I'll say if we're doing open challenges for the U.S. title, who says they don't need Cena for the Berlin? So they might have Cena come give LA Knight a match. I mean, I don't know.
A little shock factor.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm gonna go Shinsuke. We haven't seen him in a while. He's been quiet.
Mhm.
He
That's
put
a
on a
good
banger of a match with Knight.
That's a good one.
That is a very
That is a good
one.
one.
And it's an open challenge. It's open to anybody.
Right.
I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to say, for some reason, my gut's telling me Dragunov, even though he's on Raw. Like you said, it's an open challenge. It's a European pay-per-view. Like, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go kind of in the same vein. I know Triple H likes to do repeat booking. I'm going to go somehow, some way, Ethan Page will end up being the one to answer that open challenge. You get all ego on the show, and it's a chance and opportunity for him, or it could be this man. Say his
Yeah.
name.
Oh,
He
no.
appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah.
You guys are way off key,
Okay.
by the way.
Can I at
Yeah,
least
we
be
were.
the devil's advocate in this whole thing real quick?
Of course you can.
With an open challenge, LA Knight is going to win this match.
Sure.
So if we bring back Shinsuke, he's just gonna lose another match. If we
Yes.
bring Ilya to do this, he's just gonna lose another match. I don't want to see Joe Hendry lose his first match on the main roster. I don't want to see Ricky Starks debut and lose either. To where I don't know how they're gonna book this to where whoever they make the surprise also doesn't look weaker after they lose.
But
I mean, they
Kill,
did it with Carmelo this year.
there are ways to book people to look strong without winning the championship or winning the match. You know, like I said, like when
I
the
agree.
announcers like, oh, you got to tip your cap to this one. You know, it was a good match. It was a good shot. It was a good try. Yada yada yada. But
You're
no, I literally just wanted to do the whole Joe Hendry portion. I don't think it's gonna be Joe Hendry. It would not shock me if it's Ethan Page, but and honestly, I
It's
wouldn't
probably
say
going to be
Joe
like
Hendry.
Machine Gun Kelly or something.
Oh my gosh.
Seeking revenge.
Or it could be Logan Paul try to get his title back. I mean, who knows? We'll see.
I think Paul's going to be out for a while. His wife's pregnant. I think she's due soon. And after that whole Olympics boxing incident, he's going to be off TV for a hot minute.
Thank
Who's gonna
God.
be on TV?
Logan Paul.
What do you do?
He was being a bigot.
No.
Imagine that.
Okay. Say less.
Imagine that.
Say less.
Speaking of which, guys, speaking of feuds that are heating up and we're looking forward to, what are some feuds? I want to end the show with this one. What are some feuds that we are excited about, and what are some feuds you are not excited about? Let's start with excited. Everybody go around, say one feud you're excited about right now that's happening, and why.
Judgment Day and the Terror Twins.
That's easy.
I mean, just from everything from the booking, how it's going on. Me being a Rhea fan, and I'm looking forward to the mixed tag team match. I think that's going to be one of the Steelers. going in Bash and Berlin, other than the Gunther match, because we know Gunther and Randy are going to put out a banger of a match. But just with everything going on, especially with Bad Blood, I'm excited to see how they're going to book Bad Blood with that feud.
I'm looking forward to Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. They got a feud going
You
on.
stole mine.
Yeah, they're. I'm excited about what they got going on. Tiffy's going to turn on her in the next few months, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that. So I think that's a pretty cool feud that they got brewing right now.
What about you, Coach?
For me, I'm gonna kind of take a different route than you guys with NXT the NXT route. I really like Wesley and the Rascals feud that's going on.
Yeah, that
Just
is a really
because,
good feud.
just because of, if you remember when Wesley lost his rematch to Obafemi for the North American Championship, he pretty much was talking retiring and everything along in the storyline. Then the Rascals came back, rejuvenated him, but he only wanted that for another title opportunity in the tag team titles. Now that they don't have that, he's got nothing, so he turns on him. I just think that's really good storytelling, and it's more of like that psychological thing inside Wesley's head that like he needs a championship just to be happy. So I think that's kind of from my standpoint, I think I really like that kind of storytelling.
See, what about you? What's a feud you're excited for right now, or something, a storyline that's happening within wrestling that you're excited for?
Cody and KO.
Why?
I think Cody, it's about that time. I think he's gonna turn heel.
Okay.
Yep. Because I feel like KO is probably the one person that is capable of because KO just don't quit. Like he's just like one of the situations where it's like Cody, he gonna have to pull out all the stops to beat him, and I feel like he's gonna get to a point where he's like, all right, I can't beat him clean. I gotta find a way to cheat, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and then we gonna finally see Homelander Cody Rhodes, and
But you've been begging for that, bro. That has been something you've been begging for.
Like came back to the WWE, so might as well embrace it. So that's my feud I'm excited about.
We'll see. So I have to pivot from my first choice because Kelly Vanilli is trying to be in my brain and think like me or whatnot, because he's trying to win that Booker of the Year championship, and the only way he can win it is by thinking like me and booking like me. But what I would say is my match that I think, or my feud that I think is going to be something really, really good is I like what they're doing with Bronson Reed. I'm into it every week. I love the way that he is beating the way he's beating the crap out of people, the way that he is like just destroying everybody with those tsunamis and all these things like that. And I think it will end up leading to him winning the championship. Now, is that a championship on Raw or is it a championship on SmackDown? Is that maybe the person that answers the open challenge? You know, like I said, and maybe they shock everybody with him winning the open challenge. I mean, who knows? And he takes the title from LA Knight. And you give somebody to give a chase to LA for LA Knight to chase. I mean, it's not likely, but who knows? Coach me to disagreeing.
Yeah, because LA Knight's been chasing that title all for the past 2 years, and they finally give it to him, and just taking it away from him, that's just going to cause a riot pretty much.
I mean, I've heard down Springfield for that.
I mean, to be fair though, the best baby faces, bro, Stone Cold held the title for 2 months, and then the guy taking away in shenanigans. Same thing with The Rock. It's just like, who cares? Because we're gonna want to see him win it again.
Yep.
Nope. Shenanigans.
Yep. For sure. I mean, again, a babyface champion is only as good as the chase. The title reign only means as good as the chase. That's why you guys are already bored with Cody Rhodes as a face, because we waited so long for him to win that freaking title from Roman Reigns and to finally do what he said he was going to do, which is finish the story. And now the story is complete, but now a new story is beginning, and we're just ready and sitting and waiting for the next chapter. We're waiting for the if you smell. We're waiting for to see The Rock and Roman Reigns trying to line themselves back up to see if they take that title back from him once The Rock gets done with this live action version of Maui that he's currently taping. But like I said, I mean, again, we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. But with that being said, it is now time for our favorite part of the show.
Come on. We didn't ask what Feuds we're not excited about.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
See, he wasn't even excited about that segment.
Dude, come on. This guy right here.
What feuds, guys, are you not excited about that are happening currently in WWE?
The whole women's tag team situation, with Team Scissors, Damage Control, and I can't even think of the who's the champion now. I can't even think of their name.
Scissor me, Scissor me.
Yeah, that whole thing. It's my 20-minute shit break, literally when they're on.
Scissor me timbers.
Scissor me, Shayna, scissor me. It should have been me.
The stud line.
I really should get a shirt made that says "Scissor me, Shayna," just to see if I get a reaction.
Oh my god,
Bro.
Why not?
Did your wife watch this?
I wish Tank
Did
was
your wife
here to
watch
hear
this,
that.
Mike?
Shayna,
Hear that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Which
well,
BT
all in
Dub
favor for the same feud? Aye.
I'll be different. I'm not excited for the Carmelo Hayes Andrade feud. I don't care.
You're a hater, bro. That feud is so good. Those matches are so great.
They did it. There's the vignette, the segment they did where he walked into his barbershop. Like, that was cool. That was fine. But like,
Yeah.
Barbershop invasion. I love it.
Come
on, bro.
I couldn't have thought of that one. Never thought that was coming.
Kill. Shout out. Me and Kill had the same barber. Shout out to Don.
Don.
Just imagine you sitting in Don's chair and you cutting a promo on somebody, and then your opponent walk in there, bro. You're gonna be lit. Come on, man.
I'm not gonna be lit where he's done for. Like, there ain't no hope. Don's gonna be like, who is that? And I'm like, he wants smoke, and Don's gonna pull out the scissors, and we're gonna go.
True story.
We're gonna hold him down and give him a haircut.
Because Don's a G, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I forgot. Me, Kill, and Big Daddy C all had the same barber because Big Daddy C goes see Don too. I forgot about that.
That scene from Barbershop 3 when dude that played Biggie walked up in there. Buddy was about to fight. Buddy was getting his haircut. No, the dude that played Biggie was getting his haircut, and his little enemy walked in. They was about to square up. I'm like, damn, is that real, huh?
You on the wrong side of town.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. No. The women's title. I mean, I'm sorry. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships feud isn't the greatest. It just isn't. It could be.
It's
a
also
lot better.
been like that for a while. I just feel like it's just weak.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I just think that we shouldn't have women's tag titles, dude. Like, I'm sorry, we should not have as many mid-card titles for the women as for the men. Like, if they make a women's Intercontinental title or women's United States title, I will throw up.
It's
that
coming.
does not need to happen.
Listen, all you need to know is Natalya, the boat, is gonna come back and win. And win one of those champions.
Bro. No, what happened?
Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth.
What happened to Natalya? What happened to her? She does not look the same.
She is so freaking beautiful, man.
Was until she did all the plastic surgery and all the lipo and the lips. Don't get me started. This podcast is not.
I'd much rather have back instead of Natalya. To be honest with you.
See, how long are you waiting on that train?
Train should have been here. Hey, you know Amtrak is never on time. It's very rare that they are on time. That's why I joined. No, I was like, just pay Amtrak not being on time. So I was like, I hop on the pod for a little bit while I'm waiting.
That's hilarious.
You've been waiting for an hour.
I ain't so alert. Yeah, 9:47. I ain't getting no alert.
It's past 10 o'clock, bro. That's wild. That's wild. You need to complain again so they give you another free train ride.
Hell yeah, I'm like, bro. $25 voucher.
For sure. For sure.
Full ride going to like either here or Chicago.
That's wild. Well, now it is time for our favorite segment of the show, guys. And I know I say this about every segment, but I created all these segments, so that's why they're my favorites. Now, I'm going to hand it over to the one, the only, back from the past. His name is Freaky Fritos for the Fritos Fa5.
Ooh, awkward,
poster?
no music.
And no
Uh-oh.
poster.
I'm waiting on him to tell me to hit the music. He usually is the one like,
You know, sometimes you have the poster up. Hit that
Oh.
poster and my music.
oh, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, wait.
Let him know.
Fritos Fa5.
Sponsored
Okay.
by.
Nobody.
There
Now.
it is.
Tell me what to do,
Sponsored
Fritos.
back. Zen. I got some cinnamon 6 milligram Zens, and they're going up to the upper deck to help me out with this. Also, another fake sponsor. Dogs. We all love them.
Oh,
Look how cute she is. Unlike Big Daddy C being abusive toward his cat with a super soaker,
Hey, ain't nobody being,
we treat animals good around here.
ain't nobody being abusive, man. I shout.
I know.
Like
Virgil,
Black
over
Parent,
that
all
little
you gotta
clips
do is
when he
count,
whipped out
man.
the super soaker, please, and called PETA.
yeah.
Oh,
Got you right-handed.
why'd you have to bring PETA in here? Nobody wants PETA.
Called
Nobody wants
PETA.
PETA.
But
Hey,
Virgil,
wait, whoa.
Are you saying PETA or PETA?
Peter.
This is water, man. Water ain't hurt nobody.
before I start with my 5, I've got to give one honorable mention to the Pat McAfee. Thank you for everything. You're going to be great in College Game Day. Your spot will be back when you come back in January. At number 5, I've got Kevin Owens from that video package on turning on everyone and that match. I am looking forward to this match against him and Cody. I'm kind of interested to see if he turns or do we finally get that turn from Cody. At number 4, I've got Jacob Fatu. Even though that chump of a tribal chief took his title away, he is still the most believable person that is dangerous in that bloodline and the most believable being injured in wrestling in that walking boot. Pretty nuts. Number 3, I got Will Ospreay. He beat MJF literally some hours ago for that title and did it in his home country. Happy for you. Hell of a match. At number 2, it hurts me to put them on here, but the New Judgment Day. They ganged up on the Terror Twins and they hurt mommy. Damn you, Dirty Dom. Damn those chicken strips. And damn that PS5. Then at number 1, I've got Brian Danielson. Hell of a match. Got another moment. Looking forward for his title run. And that has been a Fritos Fa5. Yeah.
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 All right, good people. Thank you, Fritos, for that amazing Fa5. Now, guys, what would you rate Fritos Fa5? Fritos, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a B+ on this. It's not the greatest you've done. Energy was kind of down on you a little bit this week. I needed some more energy out of you. But like I said, you're a little rusty after taking a week off. So next week, I'm expecting all the energy when you come back.
Oh, it'll be back.
He
There
wants
you
the
go.
smoke.
We want the smoke.
Yeah, I give it a B+ as well. Solid list.
It would be an A if Will Ospreay wasn't in there.
Dang.
Will
That was like the
mid
first match I
Ospreay.
watched of the pay-per-view.
Oh, he don't like Will Ospreay. You like the first
I mean,
version.
he's good. He can make the moves look decent, but he also kills his opponents. Hey, alright, bro, I'm the best wrestler in the UK, bro. That's all he says.
Yeah, true that. What do you got, Coachman?
B+.
Stop
Thought
torturing
it was
that
pretty-
poor dog,
pretty
man.
solid.
She loves it.
Oh man. Okay. So it looks like B+ is all around the table for you, Fritos, which is solid, man. B's get degrees, brother. I mean, like I said, that's how you graduated from high school. So we know, like I said, it's important that you get those B's. So
People got B's. I only got C's.
I was about to say, you were that smart in high school, Fritos?
Damn, that's new to me.
Damn.
You guys are hilarious. And folks, once again, we want to give you an A+. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the podcast. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share the pod, follow the pod, and make sure that you follow us on social media. Guys, we are featured on X. You can find us at We Book It Pod. You can also find us on Instagram as well as Facebook with the same We Book It Pod. Like I said, together with all of those. And of course, if you listen to us on YouTube, you listen to us on Spotify, please like, share, subscribe, and make sure you tell others about the podcast. Guys, we are on our way marching to 2K. And we're going to make sure Killy Vanilli, Fritos, and Coachman all make their girlfriends / fiancés like, subscribe, share the pod as well. So I better see some new subscribers, but when I log in during the week, because I'm gonna check all week long. Until then, make sure you keep those pencils sharp and you keep on booking. Peace.